Yes, I'm still sick. And yes, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve because I literally have no life and I just love YouTube.
Happy New Year's, folks. I wish you a great each time, and let's get on with the freaking video.
Do you have a Nintendo 3DS lying around unused? Please tell me you do, because if you've got one, you're sitting on a mini gold mine. According to recent resale data, used 3DS units are now selling for $250 to $350. Impressive, really.
For a handheld console discontinued in 2020.
Wanna hear something better? The new Nintendo 3DS XL, the slightly upgraded version from the 2014 one, is often going for more than its original launch price. So if you have one and it's barely used, easy profit for you. The Nintendo 3DS sold over 75 million units in its lifetime, but it had zero recent updates, zero new games, and no anniversary hype. Yet, I have no idea how the prices are climbing like crappy freaking crypto. And while we can credit nostalgia a little bit, or it might explain the interest, the sheer speed and scale of this spike has people staring at eBay listings and they're thinking,
am I missing a Nintendo announcement? Or did the timeline just break? Let's find out.
Okay, I'm going to be upfront with you right now. I'm not gonna pretend this is some wholesome people remember the 3DS and now they're swarming over it, because it's not. This price hike, it didn't roll up like it's supposed to in a market targeted towards rare collectors and nostalgic gamers. I mean, that's how it's supposed to go up, gradually, slowly, step by step. But these prices, they flew through the roof all the way to freaking Mars. And when prices Mario jump this hard, you're not looking at nostalgia. You're looking at scalpers doing parkour on the market. Usually, people will give you 3 reasons to try and convince you of their point. I'm going to give you 5. Starting with the price jump itself. As we've already established, real collector markets, they rise slowly and steadily, step by step, years at a time. This price hike though, this was an elevator straight to hell meeting Satan. A year ago, you could grab a used Nintendo 3DS for under $100 without having to check your bank application every 5 freaking seconds. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, boom, $250, $280, $300. Some rat scalper asking $350 like he's selling a 3DS blessed by Miyamoto himself. When prices, guys, when they spike that fast, it's not demand growing naturally or what people think it is. It's these freaking scalpers deciding a new price and they themselves set the market. And the market, being the wuss it is as usual, it stood still, pissed its pants and went with the flow. Secondly, and by the way, this one is one of my favorites because it exposes the scam directly and immediately. Collectors, they care about the condition. Scalpers on the other hand,
Rat scalpers,
they care about whether it turns on or not. Ooh, it has a scratch screen? $260. Maybe some loose hinges, $275. Buttons that feel like they've been licked and chewed by a rugrat, $300. Ooh, guys, and they have the audacity to tell you,
don't you dare lowball me, peasant. I know what I have.
Screw you, rat. In a real collector market, guys, condition is the king. Mint units, they rise. Beaters, they always stay cheap. But right now, though, everything is expensive, and I have no idea why these rats decided to do this all of a sudden. Which sort of tells me something, guys. It tells me exactly what's kind of happening. These scalper rats, they aren't curating the supply. They're vacuuming it. Anything that works get listed at, are you kidding me, prices, because they know someone will panic buy before prices go even higher. I think you're all familiar with the term FOMO. They will fool you with buzzwords like rare, limited edition, limited supply. And I mean, you're just human. So obviously you just panic buy thinking you beat the market.
Did you though?
Now let's take a closer look at one specific product that's even more of a reason to cause FOMO. The crown jewel of all nonsense, the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Now let's answer one question, guys. Is it better than the original? Sure, slightly. Is it rare though? Absolutely freaking not, and don't let anyone fool you into thinking otherwise. Nintendo sold millions, and I mean millions of these things. This wasn't some limited run blink and you miss it console. It was on shelves for years. But scalper rats, they decided to slap the word rare on it and pray to God nobody would notice. But no, you scummy rats, we noticed. If Nintendo's crappy patents can't get by us, don't think this will too. Oh, and they think they're smart. They'll point at the C-Stick, the slightly better CPU, the words new on the box. And now they think we're gonna act like the 3DS XL is some miracle from the heavens blessed upon us poor gamers. Oh. This is textbook artificial scarcity. Take a normal product, declare it special, jack the price, and wait for FOMO to do the freaking rest. Reason number 4. And this one, by the way, this one kills the natural demand argument completely. Like we've mentioned, the 3DS sold over 75 million units. It's not a niche, it's not obscure, it's not hard to find. Before these rats decided to pump the prices up, you could have found a 3DS in great condition for a very reasonable price. But here is the thing. Rats don't care about real scarcity. They care about visible scarcity. If enough listings disappear because resellers bought them, the illusion forms. And once that illusion exists, prices detach from reality faster than you can say Joy-Con drifting.
These freaking scalper rats, man. I want to stomp on them one by one. But
Anyways, for the final reason, and this one, guys, I think this one is extremely insulting for everyone's intelligence. Good/refurbished used to mean cheaper but functional. Now it means more expensive because, trust me, bro, and believe me when I tell you guys, refurbished 3DSs are sometimes priced higher than clean used units, despite often being third-party shells, crappy screens, mystery parts from who knows where. So, why does this happen? Well, it only happens when resellers control supply and normalize inflated pricing across every condition tier. Cheap option? Gone. Middle option? Gone. Everything is expensive now.
it's up to you to choose your suffering.
So the question is, guys, was this really nostalgia? Or perhaps collectors rediscovering what it means to hold a handheld device in their sweet hands? Neither this nor that, my dear gamers and gamerettes. This was rat scalpers seeing a stable, discontinued product with value. Emotional value to be specific. And not thinking, but knowing they can ruin that beautiful memory for everyone. It's the same freaking playbook, just with a different console. And if this feels familiar, good, because it should. That's how these rats function. And listen guys, listen. I don't hate scalping as a business model. On a pure economic level, I get it. Buy low, sell high. That's simple. But when your business model revolves around taking advantage of people, congratulations, you freaking sewer rats. You've just hit a new low. Let's ask ourselves something, guys. What's the real damage being done here? I mean, we damn well know this price hike doesn't hurt the people flipping, the rats flipping the consoles. It hurts everyone else, starting with the casual players and nostalgia gamers. You know, the normal humans, guys, the people who just wanted to replay Pokemon, Mario, or that one RPG they never finished because they were 14 and stupid, including myself.
Difference is, I wasn't 14. I was a bit older, but I was still stupid. Hey, don't judge.
These aren't collectors hunting seed boxes, guys. These are people who just want a working handheld without taking out a micro loan. Now, they're priced out completely because the rats decided. They decided only the few elite will get to experience the 3DS, and the rest of the common folk?
Well, go back to playing Snake on a Nokia phone.
Then you've got the younger gamers, kids who never grew up with the 3DS and are curious about why everyone keeps saying it was different back then. Congratulations! Your entry fee is now $300 for a decade-old plastic with a screen that might randomly yellow. And trust me, that is a good conditioned one because you don't want it to be black. and before someone says just emulate, no, that's not the point, guys. The point is access. The 3DS was special because it was portable, personal, physical. You open the console, turn on your favorite game that crushed you alive, shut the lid, tossed it in a bag, and it lived with you. Turning that experience into, technically you can replicate it on a PC if you Google for 40 minutes. This is literally missing the soul of the thing entirely. And this also absolutely freaking wrecks game preservation. When original hardware becomes unaffordable, history, it doesn't get preserved, guys, it gets gatekept. Libraries, museums, and archivists don't benefit from inflated eBay prices. Scalper rats do. That's it. Point. Done. Bye-bye. And we've seen this cycle before and again and again. Do you remember 2020 with the PS5 where COVID era shortages handed scalper rats the perfect excuse to flip consoles at 2 to 3 times the MSRP? And why? All because people wanted to enjoy the PS5 during lockdown.
Let's not forget this video's motto, scalper rats.
So, what would happen if this keeps going on? Short-term, prices will keep climbing. Scalpers, they would want validation. Every sale at $300 becomes a screenshot they use to justify $350. Panic buyers, they feed the loop. Everyone pretends this is normal. Midterm, the hype starts to cool down. People realize they overpaid. Listings, they sit longer. Prices wobble. But they don't crash back to normal. They hover just high enough to stay annoying forever. And long term, only mint units will hold stupid value. Everyone else is left with buyer's remorse and a console they were told it was an investment, which is one of the best lies in gaming culture. And do you want to hear something that's really sad, guys? None of this makes the hobby better. It doesn't create new fans. It doesn't celebrate history. It just turns a once beloved handheld into a speculative asset for people who don't even like or know what games are. Just another entry in their Excel freaking spreadsheet. And guys, I was one of the lucky ones to own a 3DS. I gave mine away to my cousin, so I'm not really mad that the 3DS rose up in price. I am mad that someone else wants to experience it, but can't afford one at all. And that right there, guys, that is the difference between a collector's market and a market that's been completely hijacked by rat scalpers. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my reasoning on why the 3DS spiked in price, or is there another reason looming in that Einstein brain of yours? Drop your thoughts down below.
And I will sell you my Game Boy Color for only $800.
And guys, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content in the future. And once again, I apologize if my voice was a little bad this video. As I told you guys, I'm already sick. I'm actually extremely sick with a fever and a stupid cold. But I would never miss an upload for my beautiful and amazing gamers and gamerettes. Happy New Year's everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.